All right, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going over one specific attachment that I have recently found and started using and absolutely fell in love with, and have noticed I've gotten a significant increase to my overall ability to kill someone faster and a massive increase to my overall accuracy with pretty much every weapon I use. In today's video, we're going over what I think is one of the best, if not the most underrated attachment you can use right now in all of Call of Duty Modern Warfare for sure. So if you guys do enjoy the video, you guys want to leave a like, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I want you guys to comment down below right now. What is the #1 grip you guys use right now in Modern Warfare? Is that the Commando, the Merc, the Tactical, the Ranger, or the Operator foregrip? For me personally, I used to always use the Ranger, and I recently found the Tactical foregrip, and like I said, I have noticed a massive increase to my overall accuracy. So in today's video, we're basically going to break it down exactly what it does, and we showcase you guys a few samples of the before and after with it, and then talking about what is the best thing to use with it. So most of you guys should be familiar with idle sway, how that works. If not, I'll showcase a couple clips on the screen now. Idle sway is basically when you're standing still, aim down sight, your gun is going to sway left and right and up and down, kind of like in the infinity symbol. Basically moves around in a kind of a pattern, kind of randomly. And by adding the tactical foregrip, that basically increases your aiming stability, which is your idle sway. And I have found this is the best attachment for me to use to get the best accuracy possible. Actually, after using it, I've noticed a couple of my guns' accuracy has gone up in my barracks. Let me showcase it. A clip on the screen right now. You guys will see a couple of different guns. Should be like 4 different guns of the before and the after. Me showcasing them both on the left and on the right. On the right is with the tactical foregrip, and you guys will notice the idle sway is literally 0. There's a lot of attachments in this game that actually negate the idle sway, which I'm talking about right now, which is going to be, you know, you have your compensator, your muzzle brake, and your stipple grip, which all counter your idle sway, which I think is a pretty big negative to trade off for the minimal positive it gets. The stipple grip and the compensator is obviously 2 of the best attachments, and until I did a little bit of research on it, I didn't notice that they had that big of a negative. So I highly do recommend still using them, but the fact that the idle sway goes down a lot after testing it this much is a huge negative. So let me talk about the best attachments to use with it and what attachment I highly recommend avoiding completely. Obviously, most of you guys should know there's a different kind of attachment that I never ever recommend. This is one of the attachments I've never ever recommended. That is the granulated grip tape. This is something I always use stipple grip for, and the first time I ever recommended it is in today's video. It also helps with your idle sway as well as your aim walking steadiness. So aim walking steadiness by definition is your side to side sway. So when you're aim down sight, your gun rotates left to right or left and up. With the aim walking steadiness, it's going to help it rotate straight up and down instead of rotating to the left and right. So to get an increase in your idle sway and your walking steadiness, and the only negative is your aim walking movement speed, which there's not really any big massive buff or big massive boost you can get to your walking movement speed. So I kind of view this, in my recent opinion, as a useless thing. And the fact that you get 2 big bonuses for your overall accuracy for 1 minimal negative is a massive factor for me. So if you stack this with the tactical foregrip, you're going to get a massive increase to your overall accuracy. And then the other one is I highly recommend running recon with it. Recon is going to help with your player tracking, and if your first shot accuracy is basically 100% and your player tracking is able to be, you know, a lot better with the recon because you're able to see enemy nameplates farther, that's the only other perk I recommend using with it. Obviously it's based on each individual gun. Every kind of gun might have a different class setup. And then the one attachment I do not recommend running with it is going to be the no stock. Obviously this video, I'm trying to recommend you guys to help you get a better accuracy. The no stock attachment is going to give you a worse aiming stability, idle sway, and a worse recoil. So to get both of those things together, which basically counters the whole point of the video, is to get the best accuracy, is the only attachment I don't recommend using it. And if you guys watch any of my most recent videos, I completely stopped using the no stock attachments. So there's one gun which I made a video on recently, which is the SCAR, which has basically an idle sway attachment that is on steroids, which I recommend in that video. But after using the tactical foregrip, I've noticed I found myself getting a lot more kills, finding myself getting a lot more easier kills. Like for example, if I see a guy sitting still or I get a a shot from somebody behind them, I've noticed my ability to hit all my shots has significantly gone up with the tactical foregrip, and I don't know why. I really truly do think it's that good. Right now, the only attachment I'm using to help increase my accuracy is either the compensator or the tactical foregrip. I completely stopped avoiding every other attachment. The Ranger foregrip makes your ADS movement speed worse, as well as your walking strafing speed. So 2 negatives for a big reduction in recoil is not really worth it. The operator foregrip makes your aim down sight speed worse. The Merc foregrip makes both your mobility worse. And then the Commando foregrip is what makes your movement speed worse. So the tactical foregrip only has a worse movement speed, which, yes, on certain guns like the LMGs and that kind of stuff is really going to make a big difference. But on all these rifles, I did not notice any real negatives. Obviously, the movement speed is a little bit worse, but I did not notice it at all. So I 100% recommend this attachment. So I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think. Yes or no, is this an attachment you guys are going to start using? And if you guys have started using it, comment down below if you guys think this is one of the best attachments. And hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys use code Trapgod on all your GFUEL and your scuff purchases. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. Like I said, if you want to leave a comment, I would very much appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.